Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kip's Clips. So in the last few videos I've been talking about how this world is controlled by corporations. The corporations use countries and they hide behind countries and national sovereignty. But in reality, it's all just one big corporate entity that controls the ultimate agendas of countries. And it brought me on to an interesting point that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. And it's to do with legalese and the use of language and stuff. And it's a very important detail that a lot of people aren't aware of. My knowledge in this is very minimal. I hope people take this and run with it and add all information down below, because any more information people have on this, it would be appreciated. I've only scratched the surface on this. It was something I heard a while ago, passing, because of what I've been chatting about today. I thought I would try and put a few wee bits of information together on it. Hopefully it makes some sense. So, a lot of people don't know that in the UK we have these things. Well, a lot of people know we have local councils. What a lot of people don't know is they aren't councils. They are local corporations and used to be called such until people went, hold on a sec. Maybe all these people reading all these books and shit will understand what corporations are, and then they'll be onto your scam. So anyway, if you go and look into this a wee bit further, you'll probably find a lot more information on it than I've just dragged up here. I've just dragged up a few quick bits to hopefully try and point these in the right directions. Right, so probably this is like local government in England. The pattern of local government in England is complex, with the distribution of functions varying according to the local arrangements. Right, so I'll leave a link for us, so you can go and check it all out. Read it all, man. Investigate the words. Go and look what these words mean. Investigate the definition of words and so on and so forth. And just while I remember, probably, right, definition of local council. Well, a lot of people, I would agree with this definition. It's a group of people responsible for providing houses, schools, parks, etc. in a small area such as a town or city, right? So a local council. And look at the definition of a corporation: a company or group of people authorised to act as a single entity. Legally, a person. Now, this is a lot of the stuff, man, I think is the hidden knowledge. I think this is the shit people should really be jumping all over and proving that these courts are... I mean, because somebody wrote something in a bit of paper one day and then another fancy guy wrote some fancy writing on it and stamped it with a fancy fucking thing, and then this fancy guy said, oh, it doesn't mean shit, it's a bit of paper with fucking words written on it, man. Stop living in a book and start living in your head. I'm not saying books are bad, I'm just saying when you read a book, the information's meant to go into your head, you're meant to interpret it, turn it over and think about it, cognitive behaviour, and then interpret the book. Not just fucking blindly go, this word on this bit of paper says I should do X, Y and Z, so I'm going to do X, Y and Z because this bit of paper says so. That's the problem with police, governments, bureaucrats, everywhere. They live in a bit of fucking paper and not in their heads. That's why you get so many of these fucking morons out there doing the most stupid, retarded fucking things and getting away with it because, well, my real book fucking said so. That's the MLP. People, engage your brain. Engage brain. Fucking stop living in a bit of paper and living in this legal fiction land that they've constructed to enslave you. A bit of a tangent there, but what I'm talking about is in every court, in every fucking land under Roman admiralty law, I believe, might have murdered that. Roman admiralty law, the law of the sea that they have successfully brought onto the land. Please go and check out all I'm saying here, man. There's lots of information. They've managed to bring Roman maritime law onto the land, and hence you get all these Western countries who think they're independent, and they all run by the bar. They've all got the same legal bullshit, all the same legalese. Bullshit bits of paper that they tie you up in tangents in their fraudulent fucking courtrooms. And then they've got the balls to stand up there and go, well, this bit of paper, because of the man and the magic man in the sky, gives me the right to lock you up because this bit of paper says so. That's the world that we live. You've got all these morons that fucking going about, hello, yes, I am the Queen of England, yes, I have a divine right to rule. The man in the sky says I can rape, pillage and plunder everybody I want, be above any recourse and just do what I want. Because of a stupid bit of paper, and because there's fucking people out there willing to fucking, oh, she's got a posh accent, she's got a fucking £1 million hat on, she must be telling the truth. She's better than me, she's closer to God than me, the Pope is better than me, he's closer to God than me. That's what the bullshit these motherfuckers try and lie to you about. Look, nobody's better than anybody else. If there is a God, you want to believe in a God, and you believe there is a God, you do not need to go and pay anybody to have a relationship with God. You directly go to God. Cut out the fucking middleman. Anyway, a tangent again, right? So a corporation, legally a person, right? So you go into any courtroom law, you are not a human being. You are a person. Why? And then here in America so much, oh, these corporations are considered as persons. No! Persons are considered as corporations. Every time you go into that courtroom, you aren't there representing yourself. You're not there representing your human form. You're a human being. You're not a corporation. Corporation. You're not a dead entity. Although when you look at your birth certificate, it's in capital letters. You are a dead entity. You are committing fraud by representing that corporation on the bit of paper who is owned by the Crown copyrighted. Hope that made some sense. I murder this information, but hopefully go and run with it and you'll get somewhere, I hope. Right, anyway, back to my original point, these corporations. So, local governments in England, and if you just go down to councillors and mayors, councillors have historically had no split between executive and legislation functions, are vested in the council itself. Right, I'll just get back down to the good bit here. It tells you about the Local Government and Housing Act of 1989. Committees must roughly reflect the political party makeup of the council before it was permitted for a party with control of the council to pack committees with their own members. Now listen to this. This pattern was based on the establishment of municipal boroughs by the Municipal Corporations Act 1835. Okay. Councils are not councils, they are smaller corporations. I know I'm murdering this and I can't explain it in layman's terms. I hate using that word, but anyway, layman's terms, but here's the information. Please go and run with it and you will find, governments are corporations and local councils are corporations. We are living in a fascist system. Right? There is no such thing as national sovereignty. It is a joke, a farce, and only used by the corporations that own the countries when needs be. Example, what's happening inside Syria. The corporations own all these different countries, and inside these countries, the masses, the G.U.N.N might be inside. They might not agree with what this corporate government is doing on behalf of the people. So they might not be able to get away with it without getting thrown out or even the starting a rebellion in the country. So what the corporations do is just use all their other countries that they're in control of to get their ultimate agenda. That's why you've got Saudi Arabia in Syria, Israel in Syria, America, France, Britain, all the usual suspects, all pulling together for one agenda, but not all of them can get the commitment from their people or they use the Jedi mind tricks through their parliamentary systems to get the support to actually send British, American soldiers to die inside Syria. But the corporate agenda, the people who made the decision about what they wanted to unfold inside Syria stays and remains the same. They just find a different pattern to get to that ultimate agenda. Now, I hope I'm showing you here that the legally speaking inside the UK, local councils are local corporations. This is the Municipal can't say that word right, Corporations Act of 1835. Sometimes known as the Municipal Reform Act. Yes, it's known as that. Sometimes known as that when they want to ignore the word corporation. It was an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom that reformed local governments in the incorporated boroughs of England and Wales. The legislation was part of the reform programme of the Whigs and followed the Reform Act of 1832, which had abolished most of the rotten boroughs for parliamentary purposes. So, this is a very interesting time. Go and read into all this legalese jargon that's getting used here, all the acts, and what you'll find is it's the corporisation of politics in the UK, just the rubber stamp of it. And this is what, back in the 1800s, did the word corporate fascism even exist back then? So I'll leave a link for all this down below. I hope it has made some form of sense. And please go and check out what I'm saying in the sense that local councils are legally local corporations in the UK. And if you go and look into the history and the creation of the legal framework for all these entities to exist, before the Orwellian mindset kicked in and all the elites realised that, hey, these poor paupers might actually learn to read one day. Shit, if they learn to read one day, we can't call it the Municipal Corporations Act. We need to call it the Municipal Reform Act, because they might know we're corporatising fucking everything. We might know that corporations are taking over the world. Corporations have taken over the world. Right? We need to kill the corporations, man. Right, I'll leave a link for all this down below. Hope there was some information you find of value in here. I know what I was trying to explain, whether I've explained it well or not, who knows, but all the information, all the links will be down below, and I hope you can make a head and a tail of it. So thumbs it up, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, if you're glad I brought the information to your attention. Subscribe to my channel down below to keep up to date with the latest news and updates. Check out Facebook, Twitter links, good way to keep in touch if they shut the channel down again. Check out the radio show link, truthfrequencyradio.com, G.U.N.N, Glasgow Underground News Network. You'll get me and Kev there live every Sunday, 6 to 8 UK time. And leave me all your comments below, good, bad, ugly and indifferent, they're all welcome. Alrighty YouTube, thanks for listening, catchies.